What to do with the business is, it's me, Queen Vibes.
LOUD.
You feel me? Supreme Risings, Grand Risings, however you want to go about it. But what we not going to do is say good morning because we don't wish morning on nobody.
Supreme risings and high vibrations to everybody. Good energy and positive energy and love. You feel me?
PBO, positive vibes only.
You feel me? What did you say?
PBO,
I,
positive
I ain't gonna
vibes
lie.
only.
I thought you put the V in the O. Flip. I was gonna say, goddamn. Um,
No.
I ain't know. But Discord conversations, it's a little gloomy day, but it ain't gonna rain on us. You feel me?
You feel me?
So yeah, random little topics and shit, conversation starters. Again, this not our beliefs. It's just conversation, educational conversations to spark debate.
That's the purpose of our podcast. In case anybody was wondering, let's go ahead and break it down. We talk about things that are taboo. We talk about things that ain't nobody else really want to talk about. We talk about things that are going to make you very, very uncomfortable.
Very.
And that's fine. If you're uncomfortable and this is not the place for you, by all means, exit stage left.
Literally.
It is no problem with that. All of these conversations are for educational and debate purposes. That's it. That's all. Yes, we do feel strongly about certain things, and if we feel strongly about something, we will let you guys know that we feel strongly about that. But once again, it's only our opinion.
You feel
Opinions
me?
is like assholes. Everybody got one.
Most deaf.
So, with that being said,
Get out your heart. Quit taking life so serious. Not everything
for
is
real,
an attack on you. If you feel like everything is an attack on you, I promise you, you got to do some soul searching.
yes, Lord.
Why you think everybody out there attack you? Motherfuckers don't even be knowing you.
This is what gets to me. Speaking on an attack, everybody wants to play the victim. Everybody. And we talk about this a lot because we're really big on accountability. But this is my thing though. If you feel like you're always under attack, like King said, search your own. You need to do some soul searching. That's number one. Number two,
Get that hate out your heart in
get
my
that
stolen
hate
voice.
out your heart.
All the real ones who watch Snowfall
If
know.
you know, you know. You feel
Get
me?
that hate out your
Get that
heart.
hate out your heart because 9 times out of 10, that's what it is, baby. Let me tell you.
How you feel about yourself is low key how you feel about God and everybody else.
Exactly. Say that. Say it again. Run it back.
How you feel about yourself is how you really feel about God and everybody else. Because the world is you inverted. I've been saying that shit since we started. Hell,
And we
before you
don't think
met me.
that y'all getting the picture, so we gonna keep reiterating the world that you see, that you take part in, that you participate in. Your reality
Mm-hmm.
is caused by you,
It's your perspective on
your
it.
perspective.
Everything in life is a perspective. Everyone gonna see it from different eyes. That's why everybody have different viewpoints on what's going on in the world. Some people think it's a beautiful place because they're like, you know what I'm saying. It's they one with themselves. They happy. Everybody be seeing the happy people and they be trying to bring their happiness down. I want to attempt to piss them off. Why you want to attempt to piss somebody off? Now you got to think who is using you. What energy is using you?
What spirit then jumped into you?
Because you obviously not vibing high if you want to disturb somebody else's peace.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like in the most simplest form, the most simplest way I could say the world is you inverted is how you perceive the world and the people around you and all that is how you low key feel about yourself. I mean the guilty consciences. You think somebody doing something whole time, you really doing this thing you accusing them of.
Hmm.
You feel me? That's the most simplistic way I could put it. That's the only way I could elaborate on it. We try to say it in different ways every show.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It's either you get it or you don't.
Because at the end of the day, either you gonna catch these jewels or you not. But when
Actually.
you come here, this is a safe space. We talk about things that are uncomfortable. We gonna get you in your feels sometimes. And that's okay because you have to understand that you have to be able to decipher and feel your own emotions.
Yeah.
Until you can fully become friends with self,
You don't need to be friends
You
with
don't need to
nobody
be
else.
friends with nobody else because y'all got all these friends out here. Oh, that's my bitch. That's my dude. That's my man. I'm her. He, him. All of that. And you're gassing up a whole situation that really ain't worth it damn.
Because the whole time you saying that's your dog,
That's your round. That's your little
ace boom,
That's
whatever.
all of that.
Yeah.
Nah.
Whole time they tell people they don't even fuck with you.
Right. Been there, done that. Personal testimony.
They'll even converse with you.
They'll tell people they don't deal with you in the quickest, smoothest way.
They'll tell people that they never associated with you. They'll talk down on you bad than anybody. Next time someone come up to you with gossip like, hey, Whoop the Whoop just said this about you, ask them why the fuck they felt so comfortable to say that about you in front of their presence.
Yep.
Because obviously they talking about you too. Ain't nobody gonna just say something about somebody else that you know without, you know what I'm saying? Like, if someone was to say something about Queen and I'm in the room, they're not gonna say it. They ain't gonna say nothing negative because they know I'm my loyalty law. That's the wifey. You feel me? But like if someone, you know what I'm saying, that you an associate with, I say that because, you know what I'm saying, can't say friends because end is at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Either they're gonna be with you to the end or that friendship is bound to end.
And but that's a jewel.
Of course. But associates. If your associate come up to you, hey, you know what I'm saying, Randy down the street just said he don't fuck with you because you just stole his lawnmower or some shit. I'm just making something up. Well, you need to ask your homeboy why Randy felt comfortable telling you this shit and talking to them, and then you come back and run and tell me. You need to check the person who just came and ran back and told you, and then you can go to the source too. Because why you feel comfortable to tell him this in his presence?
Factual. And when you going around these people, you gotta understand, gossip is gossip. Everybody gossip. Ain't nobody perfect. We all human. Everybody gossip. But when it all boils down, let me go ahead and drop this on your mind real quick and let it sizzle in your spirit. Don't let it go over your head now.
Let it marinate.
Please let it marinate. When you gossip, a gospel is just a gossip ran through.
Go ahead, run that bike. You know what I'm saying?
A gospel is just a gossip that got ran through.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the game, what the bill was, telephone back then?
Telephone, yes indeed. One person tell one person, I could tell King, the sky is blue.
By the time it gets to the end of the circle, somebody said, this guy is blue.
This guy is blue. He had blue balls and everything. And
Cause somebody
gonna add something that don't never fit.
They gotta add a little pizzazz to the story.
Make it a little bit juicier so it can catch on, so it can go a little bit farther. Gossip travels.
You feel me? Like, yeah, to come back to perspectives. You feel me? You gotta be mindful of the perspectives out here. Because it's buku perspective. And it's different decision making. You know what I'm saying? It's different biases. You could be biased towards someone. Like, you're naturally biased to the ones you love. So if they tell you something, you're more likely to believe it because they ain't gave you a reason not to. You love it. It's a biased belief.
Yep.
And then later on in life, if somebody comes to contradict that said belief, you automatically gonna fight it because woo said this, or it's like this, because it's a biased belief. However, in life, it goes to progress. So you must sometimes try to contradict your beliefs to see all aspects of the situation. Like if a motherfucker say, yeah, the sky really gray, you might believe that shit gray. But then, like, if somebody said, nah, it's really blue, don't just get to attacking and badgering. Try to, like, take 5 to 10 seconds, you know what I'm saying, before you respond, and just sit there and think, like, why this nigga think it like that?
Yes, that's is it really like that? Psychological process or a psychic. I'm saying it wrong.
A psychiatric process.
Yeah, something like that. Okay. Follow us. What we saying there? You gonna think whatever you gonna think, and that's cool. Can't nobody change your mind. However, What is your personal idea? Take some time to think about it before you respond. Shut up. Take some time before you respond. If you're in an argument and you're not full force arguing back with that person,
You're receptive.
you're receiving the information, but you're not reacting. Do you want to receive? Do you want to be a receiver, or do you want to be a reactor?
Because somebody can't listen if two people talk.
Sure
If
can't.
it's two people in the room, who really listening if two people talking?
Your mind going too many different places.
Majority of the time we say shit because it's a reaction instead of actually processing it. Like say when you was in school, your parents helped you on your homework. You go to school and then you get your homework back, and then the same one your parents helped you on, the teacher marked wrong. Now you mad at the teacher, the parent get mad at the teacher instead of asking, well, how is it wrong? Can you explain the process a little bit more?
Exactly.
It's like with life. Motherfuckers who really think the earth is flat, say it like this in this perspective. If the parents thought the earth was flat and they teaching their kid the earth flat, but when someone later on down the road who's probably been to space and took pictures of it, I'm just saying in this instance, they proving it to you. Don't just nah, cause my mama said, don't be no Bobby Boucher ass nigga. Really just listen. Like just listen for 5 to 10 seconds before you respond. And just like when someone's talking to you, go into the conversation with the mindset of a toddler. Because a toddler, they don't have
built-in knowledge. They're learning everything for the first time.
So go into the conversation like you try to learn something.
Go into every conversation like you trying to learn something. Just you need to understand, as people, we have this mindset that, oh well, you know what, we're better than them, or we're smarter than them, or it's always a competition. Take yourself out of the competition and just be present in the moment and be there to learn. Honestly. If you the smartest person in the room,
change rooms.
Change rooms.
Change them.
Change rooms. Change
associates.
That's it. Associates.
Put it like this. It's like a 30-30-40 thing. I feel like people's friend groups should have this 30-30-40 thing. Spend like 40% of your time with people that you could learn from and grow from. Mm-hmm. Spend 30 minutes of your, 30% of your time with people that you could teach. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Teach what you just learned. And then, collectively,
30% put everything together.
Yeah, regroup with them same people that you cool with, and y'all collectively discuss what y'all learned from that 40% and how it impacted the 30, or if you learn something else from the other 30. You know what I'm saying? That way you're learning on all aspects because you got to contribute in some way.
And even when you're teaching, you can still learn.
Exactly. Teachers learn from their students every
day.
All
the time.
Just because the teacher do it this way, you're coming into it, all right, I could learn this way. I could probably make this way better if you're getting the same results in a quicker time or something. Like, students learn from teachers every day. Curriculum changes every 5 to 10 years. So obviously somebody learning something new. You feel me? I promise you don't know everything. And even the smartest people in the world, Stephen Hawking, they would take, the more you know, the more you realize you really don't know nothing.
It's always something that you can learn. You can learn something new every day, bruh. Because no one person is the same.
If you go through a whole 24 and can't find one thing new that you just learned, that's a waste of 24.
If you lay down at night and you process throughout your day everything that happened and everything, and you didn't learn anything, or you weren't able to teach anybody anything, you were lost cause. And that's my personal opinion, and I stand on that. Now, I do say that much because, one, you failing yourself by not learning anything. Two, you failing the world because you're not sharing any of your knowledge that you do have.
Facts. Like Pete. Gonna love this one. So, you know what I'm saying? My brother, you know what I'm saying, out in Dallas, you feel me? he got this little you know what I mean? He got this little this job that they got this decent relationship, you know. And the more their relationship grows, you know, he talked to us, you feel me? He let us know what's going on, updates. You know what I'm saying? Life always need updates because he's supposed to progress. Emphasis on supposed to. But he told me the other day, he was like, yeah, she was having a conversation with her daughter. And I was like, damn, she got a daughter. I ain't know that. Learned something new right there. But he was like, yeah, and she was talking to me and she was trying to find someone to like basically help her with her reading because it's a possibility that they're trying to label her as dyslexic. Now my partner is dyslexic. I never knew that because going to school with him and all, like 8th grade, freshman, all nigga never knew. But if the mom never knew, she wouldn't be able to teach him. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't be able to teach her daughter. Like how if you're not going through something, how can you tell somebody else how to overcome that obstacle? You ain't never seen that obstacle before. But him already going through it, he lend out his help. Like, yeah, I could, you know what I'm saying, help her try to do something because he was saying that the mom would give her a book and the girl would memorize the words on the book. But if she reads another book with the similar words, she'll get them scrambled. So he was helping her with that. It's like each one teach one.
That
You feel me? Like if the mom ain't never had this perspective of being dyslexic, and now she has a child who is, she can't help that child. Now if she was the better, like, bro, you know this. Come on, whoop whoop.
Yep.
From her perspective, it would have probably hindered the child. Like, I don't even want to do this shit no more. I don't even like reading. Fuck reading. You know what I'm saying? You never know. But from another perspective, someone who actually has went through that, you're getting an outside perspective. You feel me? Sometimes you need help. Sometimes you need another perspective to tell you, hey, this is what it is. Say with like marriage counseling. It ain't no bad thing that you're going to counseling. It's not a bad thing to want help or need help. Sometimes you just need another outside perspective to like, hey, nah, y'all all right. This it's just miscommunication. Or it's just XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just need that external. I don't want to say you don't need external validation because you don't need anybody or anything to validate you. But if someone's giving you constructive criticism, please take it. Cause I promise you, you not that. We're made in God's image,
but we
have flaws.
Yep.
God ain't got flaws. We have flaws. We're made in his image. You know what I'm saying? And his likeness. He ain't give us all of them. Just like a teacher would. A teacher don't always give his students everything that he knows. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're the quote unquote gods who have flaws. We're demigods. I promise you don't know everything. You're not perfect. We're not. We fuck up every day. And a fuck up is just a lesson. It's not wins and losses, it's wins and lessons.
Yep.
Learn a lesson. Reach out. Try to progress. That's all help is. You're asking for help to progress.
Yep.
Teach me something.
Yep.
It's time you see somebody, hey, what's the word? What's something new you learn? Tell them. Ask them. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't ask, a closed mouth don't get answered. If you're not checking up on anybody, ain't nobody going to check up on you. You feel me?
I definitely agree. I agree. I didn't know that story about bro either, but you know, with the going through similar situations, when I was raising my daughter, it was always like problems in school early on, but the older she started getting, it was never problems in school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was because the teachers were not caring. I don't know. Never chose to go deep in depth in the little rabbit hole and find out. But when I would help her with homework, like you said, instead of badgering your children, and try to figure out what they don't understand. Because by you sitting up there yelling, 2 + 2 is 4. You know this. Stop yelling at them children. That's not gonna get their attention. And my daughter actually told me that. Like, she was like, Mom, you're not helpful. And I love the fact that I gave her that opportunity to tell me. Because if you don't tell me, I don't know. If I'm not helping you, let me go find somebody who can help you.
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe I don't know how to teach this to you. But I learned early on. I want to say my last college little stint, I passed college algebra. Now, I had went to college like 5 times before that. Didn't never pass. I quit a couple of them times because of algebra. Like, no, nobody could teach me algebra. It took one lady in South Carolina. One lady. And when I tell y'all she would get on that board and she get to writing them numbers, it didn't seem like they were all jumbled up. I didn't instantly get a headache and want to cry. I didn't want to just say, fuck this, I'm done. She would put those numbers on that board and ease it and make it look like it's just, it was 1, 2, 3. It was easy. But it's the way she spent her time in her teaching method and how she was able to help me. Everybody can't help everybody.
And not the same way.
Not the same way. Exactly.
Not everyone learns the same.
Nobody learns the same way. Just like no one person is the same, no one person learns the same way. The instance on the sky, okay, yeah, we could say that. Or better example, I'm learning more about, social media content and using laptops and computers and stuff like that because I haven't had a job to where I've physically had to do all of this. I never had one, never. Okay, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
But there goes King, and he's newer and he's younger and he understands more. And it's like he could teach me better than somebody else could teach me because he knows how I learn. He spent the time that it takes to understand, and it's also been the communication. If I don't understand something, I'm the first to tell you, baby, look, I don't get this. Can you help me? Or can we get a better understanding? Look, can you break this down?
Yeah, you gotta ask questions.
You have to ask questions, even if you seem like you're aggravating. What the teacher tell you back when you was first starting school, there's never stupid questions. The teacher lied to y'all.
Yeah.
There are stupid questions.
But that's just if you're not trying to be receptive.
Exactly.
You can't look perplexed because someone just explained something to you. And the whole time you wasn't even trying to, your mindset wasn't in there to listen. You was over here thinking about other shit. Like, I just want you to really do it for me. You have to actually have the will to learn. And if you have the will to learn, you got to find someone who actually has the will to teach.
Yep.
Because, like we said, not everyone learns the same way. Not everyone teaches the same way either.
Everybody can't teach you everything. You be the messed around and have somebody trying to teach you something and being worse off than when you started, baby.
Yeah, because like sometimes they were taught visual. They seen someone do it and they taught themselves, all right, this is what I need to do. Sometimes they were taught hands-on, like someone was working with them vigorously, you know what I'm saying? Like, hard down on this, like, come on, you got this. Sometimes they had to take time, like, it's repetitive.
Yep.
Repetition. Sometimes you got to keep doing something like X, Y, Z amount of times before it just sinks in. It's different ways of learning and teaching. And you just can't be perplexed because, all right, no, I just want you to do it. Or you telling me this, they're not going to know that you're not receiving the information unless you say something. And they're not going to be willing to give off the information if you're not giving off the willingness to actually learn. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of them. And then that also fall under perspective because they really don't know if you just bullshitting or not. It all comes down with genuine intentions. You feel me? But this was a little quick car conversation, just something to throw out there because it's been a little minute since we recorded.
And that's our fault. And you know what? I will take accountability because, once again, accountability life coach, MJB life coaching. But you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say I haven't been consistent. I'm going to say that I haven't been just disciplined in following up and pushing this. So this is personal. I take this as a personal budge to, hey, I need to do better because anything that you want in life, you're going to have to work for.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to put in that effort. You're going to have to put in that time. And sometimes life takes you many, many, many places.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's something that you love to do
and dedicated,
and you want to do something that God has placed upon your heart to do that.
Even when you don't want to.
Even when you don't want to do that. And that's what I'm pushing myself to do and continue to do. I just let a lot of stuff get to me. But like King said earlier, we are not gods. We are made in his image, but we are not God. I'm not putting that out there like I want to be God. No, I don't. I don't even like half of y'all for real. I love you because I got to. Because God said, and I'm going to do what my daddy said. You feel me? But I don't even like half of y'all for real. And that's just me being honest, because a lot of these people out here in this world are selfish, nasty, mean. They're just hateful. And I don't even really want to just say the people. It's the spirits
and the energy on them
that jumps into people. If you read your Bible, get into your Bible. If you don't, then you don't. You know what I'm saying?
Just pray. Talk to the man.
Talk to God. Talk to God. I talk to him constantly. It's only two things that you need to do to be one with God. Pray and pray. Yeah, I said it twice, because guess what?
You gotta say it 2 times.
Even when you ain't praying, you still need to be praying. Because when you're not praying for something, you need to be praying and telling him that you're grateful for everything that he done already did.
Even when you don't feel like it, do it.
Even when you don't feel like it, you can talk to God like you talk to some of these associates and homies and stuff like that. Y'all think that these people is really here for you, and they not. They not here for you. They not here for your best, your highest good. Who's here for your highest good is your higher being, your upper echelon, your God, whoever it is that you serve.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of them. I'm trying to find a word for it, man. I'm trying to find a word to. But altogether, don't seek external validation for answers that you already have in your mind. If you already want to do something, don't ask somebody else so they can give you the external validation that you, quote unquote, needed to do what you was gonna do. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't just talk to God when shit going bad. Talk to him when it's good. You know what I'm saying?
That's where you showing gratitude and you being grateful.
You talk to everybody else, just talk to him. Hell, talk to him in your mind here. Because the people you seek external validation from, they can't answer for the shit that you do when that time comes. They can't be in the courtroom in front of the judge when you do something stupid like, nah, he ain't mean that shit. They can't answer for you. Only you can answer for you. So, you know what I'm saying? Just take that into consideration. No one's gonna want best for you than you. You know what I'm saying? You got that last name with you. That's your family. That's your lineage. You know what I'm saying? Do what you need to do to progress you so you could progress your family in the long run. Because they gonna be looking at you eventually. Life don't stop.
It don't.
So you gotta get right. You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta get right for you. You gotta want it. I want it for myself. That's why I'm taking accountability and saying where I know I've dropped the ball. If this is where I dropped the ball, then what can I do to pick it back up and get back on it?
Facts. Can't nobody else put the work in
but you. And when you out here and you putting the work in, your blessings flow a lot faster.
Amen.
Because you're putting the work in and you're letting God know, hey, not only am I talking to you, I'm building this bond with you. I got this relationship with you. I'm trusting that what I've asked of you, you will come back and you'll give it to me. I'm putting in the work and you see me doing it, so I know that you're going to come back and get it to me. I.e. a job. When you go clock in, you expect them people to pay you for that. God pays you for being his child, regardless if you know it or not. He pays you with your health. He pays you with your strength. He pays you with your blessing. He pays you with everything that you have. And even if you feel like you don't got a lot, I guarantee you take a look around. There's people out here with a lot less than you.
You feel me? Sometimes you get so in the mindset of what's gonna happen in the future, what you want in the future, that you overlook the present time. This the shit that you prayed for.
Yes.
You feel me? It's one of them.
And it took you to go through all of those tests in order to get to your testimony. You're not going to have a story to tell unless you go through the process.
Don't just ask for blessings and don't expect a breakthrough or
you're going to have to go through some breaking. God going to break you down and build you back up. Because this is life. Nobody told you it was going to be easy. Nobody told you it was going to be a walk in the park. Nobody promised you this. And I know that I've heard this a lot lately. A lot of people like, well, I didn't ask to be here. But you did, though. You
Facts.
asked, but you don't remember.
You know what I'm saying? You
You
ask
don't
for the
remember
blessing, but you don't know
anything
what came with it.
from your childhood. Like, from birth up until, oh, what age would you think?
I
Like,
mean,
what,
your
5, 7?
personality ain't fully developed until you're 7. So like, you could have bits and pieces of your memory, but it's like one of them.
You
I don't
don't
know.
have the
Until
full
like you 3
longevity
to 4.
of where you remember things. You don't know why you was put here. Yeah, you might feel, once again, you might feel like this life ain't worth living. And to all the people that do feel like this life ain't worth living, take a look around. Take a look around and understand that this situation that you're in is not meant to break you. It's meant to strengthen you. I've had people commit suicide, people that I cared about, my exes, stuff like that, bro. It's never worth it. It's never worth it. I've tried myself, bro. I will tell y'all it's not worth it. Don't allow yourself to get so deep down in depression that you feel like you can't come back up. It's always a way back up. But how you find your way back up is getting in touch with that man with the plan. You're not gonna find your way back up no other way, bro. That's period. Like, you're not. So while you depending on, oh, cause Amber and a Shay and Doodle Head down the street, they got me. Cause they got me and I know. And they gonna step behind me. Yeah, they got you. And you may feel like you know. But if God strike you with an illness right now, where all of them gonna be at?
Just want to take your time for silence. This motherfucker said
A Shay.
But that being said, you know what I'm saying? You can't just pray for blessings and not expect storms and rains. You know what I'm saying? With every breakdown, quote unquote breakdown, there's a breakthrough and a blessing at the end of it. You prayed for it. You just can't with God, you can't just ask for the glory and not get the storms that come with it because you gotta go through shit to get wisdom. Wisdom comes with a lot of sacrifice and loss. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, it's LOUD.
And Queen Vibes.
And checking out on this car conversation.
You
the higher
feel me?
vibration.
Higher vibrations.